This week's CVE list is dominated by one name, OpenClaw. The framework a lot of teams use to wire coding agents into shells, browsers, and chat tools shipped fixes for more than a dozen authorization bugs, all the same shape: circumflex euros, a lower trust caller finding a path around a policy check. Twig and Symfony also got critical sandbox fixes, and PyTorch Lightning closed a checkpoint loading RCE. OpenClaw is the framework a lot of teams use to give coding agents access to shells, browsers, and chat platforms like Discord and Teams. This week it shipped fixes for 16 bugs that all share one root cause: circumflex euros. A policy check meant to stop a lower trust caller from doing something it shouldn't, that turned out to be bypassable. Cron jobs, device pairing, exec approvals, chat moderation actions: circumflex euros. The same pattern shows up across all of them. If you're running OpenClaw in any agentic workflow, update to the latest release and re-audit your allow lists, because this pattern suggests more could surface. Twig, the template engine behind Symfony and a huge share of PHP sites, had a nasty one this week. If a template name contains an unescaped single quote, that string can get compiled straight into the cached PHP file and executed circumflex euros, meaning an attacker who controls part of a template name gets code execution, sandbox or no sandbox. A second bug lets dynamically named inner templates dodge the sandbox's policy checks entirely. Both are fixed in the latest release, and if you're on an older Twig version with any user-influenced template names, upgrade today. If you load checkpoints in PyTorch Lightning, this one's for you. The checkpoint loader can be tricked into importing and running an attacker-controlled module name, which sidesteps the waits-only protection that's supposed to stop exactly this kind of attack. In practice, a malicious checkpoint file from a shared model hub or a colleague can run arbitrary code the moment you load it. Update past the fix commit, and until you do, treat every third-party checkpoint the way you'd treat an unreviewed pull request: circumflex euros. Don't run it without checking first. Beyond those three, Symfony picked up its own cluster of fixes: circumflex euros, certificate impersonation, OIDC claim bypass, and more sandbox issues in the same family as Twig's. JetBrains' IntelliJ IDEA closed a path traversal code execution bug. On the infrastructure side, Grafana's on-call tool, Apache Kylin, FreeRDP, and WireGuard Easy all shipped critical fixes, and a self-hosted Pet Health API had a hard-coded secret that let anyone forge login sessions. None of this week's actively exploited government list touches AI or dev tooling: circumflex euros. That's all enterprise gear like SonicWall, Fortinet, and SharePoint. That's the week. Patch OpenClaw and Twig first if you're running either circumflex euros. Those are the ones with real exploitation upside. Subscribe to CyberHawk for the weekly rundown, and we'll see you next week.